Hello everybody, Steve Gardens 85 here again, back for the 2013 season. I've got my garden bed in the background here. I've already got some plants growing and wanted to just let you guys know I'm going to be doing some new things this year and kind of show you what I've got going on here. Please take a look. Alright, so starting off here we have something new I'm going to be doing this year. I got in contact with a company called Supreme Growers, and they produce all sorts of organic nutrients and supplements for your plants. They sent me for consideration some of their products, Mycoblast, which is a mycorrhiza beneficial bacteria that benefits the roots in the plant. They're also sending me some Soil Blast, which is a root stimulator, supposed to help the plants develop a good root ball and get going quicker and maintain throughout the year and make it easier for them to absorb nutrients. I'm going to be doing a comparison between the plants in the back, which I will be using their products on, and the plants in the front, which I will not. Now this is not all I'm going to do. I've got some seeds started over here. We'll go over those in just a sec. But as of right now, I've got cherry tomatoes, which are closest to me here, and the burpless straight 8 cucumbers that are the second plants over there. Now I've already treated the back two with the Supreme Growers products, and the front two I'm just fertilizing with compost for the season. So, more on that on the next episode, and I'll go through how to mix and feed with the Mycoblast and Soil Blast products. I'll show you a little bit more in detail on that. This is just an update to let you guys know how the season's starting out for me. So, moving on, I've got my seeds that I've started here. As you can see already, there's some of the pole beans and the peas coming up already. I've also got habaneros in there, and jalapenos, and some cherry tomatoes, which you can see are starting to come up as of right now. I've added just some backups of the same plants in this seed tray, just in case some of the other ones don't take off. I'll have a backup plan and just be a little late planting them. Also works out if one plant stops producing, I already have another one ready in a pot to take its place and begin producing a little later and give me a little more versatility across the season. So, something new I'm trying this year is going to be a red bell pepper. As you can see there in the background, I haven't done red bell peppers, but we will see how that goes. These are just some pots I'm going to be using later in the season. And green onions, still going strong from last year. We have some of them already going to seed, which I have found that I'm able to save the seeds from these green onions that I had actually planted last year, some from store-bought stumps and others from seeds. So this cluster of green onions has been producing all year. We've been using them all winter, so never actually took those out of the ground. I have a zucchini plant started here in front. Chives still going from last year. I've got 3 cherry tomatoes back here. Another seedling here in a pot. We'll see how he does. He was actually growing from some seeds that fell off of my cherry tomato plant last year, so we'll see how well he produces and what goes on with that later in the year. In the back on this side, I have 4 cucumber plants. Last year the cucumbers didn't do very well in the container, or in this raised bed, but this year we're hoping to do a little bit different and fertilize with some different nutrients, which I'll go over later in another video, and see if we can't get some to actually produce. I also have bush beans, which are these right here, starting to come up, and they seem to be doing pretty well. They've only been in the ground about 2.5, 3 weeks, so they're starting to come up pretty well. I started those from seed. Over here, just in this bunch, 4 square feet here, I've got radishes. I've got 2 different types. I think one is called a white tip, and the other is something different. So it's just a couple different versions of radishes, but we were able to harvest some of those right now. As you can see, they pop right out. They're really cool because they really have a good peppery flavor, and they're not woody or anything. I was didn't know what to expect. I've never grown them before, so they're pretty cool. They grow really shallow. They don't use up a lot of nutrients to produce a lot of little fruit, and they taste really great in salads. So, planning on building a second garden box this season, which will allow me to keep stuff like this growing all year, instead of taking up all the space I want to use for some yellow squash and other things in the garden. So that is my update for the first episode of Steve Gardens 2013. So thanks for watching, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.